Welcome to part two of our Trammel base toy design. In this video, we're going to actually plot out the points for our holes. The points are going to help us create those holes in part three of our video series. So from here, I opened up the Trammel base that we created in the part one video. That video covered us creating the square and the rectangle cuts and the overall base. Once we have that up, the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure document settings that our units is still in inches and that we have our base component selected. On my right screen here, you can see I have actually the measurements of the location of where the holes need to be. And we'll use that to create those points. All right. So in Fusion, what we're going to need to do with our Trammel toy base file up, we're going to need to create a sketch, and we're going to create it on the front face of the actual Trammel toy base. And then once we have this, once we're in sketch mode, we're going to go ahead and plot out 9 points. So under the create menu, we're going to go, when it drops down, you're going to go to the point tool. So we click on that. That's going to allow us to actually go along, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I think the approximate location of where those holes might go. All right, doesn't matter where they're at. We're going to dimension these and put them in the correct location. All right, so now that we have all 9 holes here, I'm going to hit escape to exit my point tool. And I'm going to go ahead and hit D for dimension. That's going to bring up our sketch dimension tool. Usually it's in your toolbar or in the create menu when it drops down. So we're going to go ahead and dimension our first point, which is this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on the point, and I'm going to click on the left side. And by looking at our measurement or drawing on the right side of the screen, that should be 0.375. And then we're going to go ahead and measure that point, okay, from the bottom of the Trammel toy. This will happen to be 3.875. Our next point I'm going to go ahead and do this one, the one right below. I'm going to click on the point. I'm going to click on the left side. And again, this is going to be 0.375 as well. This distance from the point to the base, according to our drawing, is going to be 2.75. Moving on to our next point, we'll go with this top one in that series of points. We're going to say this to the left, the point to the left of the base, that should be 1.5. And that point from the bottom of the Trammel toy is going to be the same as the other point, which is 3.875. Let's go ahead and place this other point that's kind of stranded right now. Click on the point on the left side. This is also going to be 1.5. And now we need to create the distance from the point to the Trammel base or bottom of the base. This will be 2.75, just like the point to the left of it. So all of this is now, or this area is now dimensioned. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next point. We're going to go ahead and do this one point that's kind of by itself. All right, from the left, from that point to the right side of the Trammel toy base, this is going to be 0.875. And the distance from the point to the bottom of that Trammel toy base is 2.875. All right, now to work on our next series of points. Okay, these 4 points down on the right hand bottom corner. So let's start with this bottom, the most bottom right corner point. So that from the point to the right side of the base, if you look on our diagram or our drawing, it's 0.375. And we're also going to be looking at 3.75 for our other dimension. All right, let's go ahead and move on this one to the left of it. We're going to click on the point. We're going to then go ahead and click on the bottom base. That is going to be the same dimension as the other point, which was 0.375. Now we need to create the dimension from the point to the right side of the base. All right, that's going to be 1.5. And let's go ahead and get this point right here. From the point to the right side, we're looking at 0.375. And from that point to the bottom of the Trammel toy base, we are looking at 1.5. And the last point, click on the point in the bottom of the base. We're going to go ahead and apply a 1.5 dimension on that. And for the point to the right side of the base, it's also going to be 1.5. And there you have it. We have all of our points dimensioned. I'm going to hit escape to get out of the dimension tool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to project a couple of these points because we're going to be using points on the backside, and we want to be able to see those points from the backside and to be able to use them. So we're going to use the project tool. Under the create menu, you can see the project include menu. We're going to select project. All right. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and select a point. All right. Oh, my bad. I forgot. We need to select the point. Hold down Control. You can select each of the points. The ones that I'm selecting here. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the P key for project. All right. And then hit OK. Once we're done with that, we can hit Finish for the sketch. And if we go and look at the back side, let's go take a look. All right. Click on the back. You can see that now these points are here. The project button just help us be able to um, work with these points on the back side. All right. So these holes that I'm kind of looking at now, those are the ones that are going to have holes that go through. All right. But that is the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment.